ThaBoxingvoice.com.
What broke him down? Was it just the body punching? I was hitting him with body punching. I heard him actually, he was crying there. You're saying that Biggs was crying when you hit him? Yes. When did that happen? And perhaps the fourth round on.
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
So that you knew you had him by that time. Absolutely, but I knew he was tough and taking those punches.
Productions.
Making women's gestures like,
Let's go, champ.
This is the champ. He's sharing the champ with the fake champ. With Wladimir Klitschko.
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
It's the champ, ladies and gentlemen. We are back. BoxingVoice.com. It's going to be Anthony Joshua, Eric Molina, immediate reaction show. Did you see that? I mean, did Eric Molina come for a check, or did the boy really get checked by Anthony Joshua? I just don't know. I'm trying to ask this to you guys, so all I want you to do is call in if you're interested. 1-425-569-5241 is the number to call in. Press 1 just one time. We're looking for your immediate reaction to this third round stoppage. I mean, I do believe he did better than by stopping Molina in just 3. I mean, Wilder went 9. I don't know. Let us know if this is something you're interested in. Remember, international callers, add Nesta Gibbs on Skype. So I'm going to get right into it. I mean, I was expecting a little bit more from Molina. Obviously, he kind of was using the game plan, but at the end of the day, all it translated to was staying alive is what it really looked like when he was in there. I wanted him to try and get to the 6th round and then kind of step up the pace on Anthony Joshua. That wasn't the case. He was just looking to stay alive. I mean, the weirdest thing was that guard. It was like his own rendition of the Floyd Mayweather shoulder roll and some sort of Jack Dempsey style back in the day. I don't know what was. I mean, listen. Credit to Joshua. When we gave our keys to victory in our preview show and our prediction show, we said that Joshua should come out early, very fast. Why? Because when Chris Arreola faced Molina, he was able to get him out of there in 1 round. Now, in the first round, what you were able to see right off the bat was that Molina was intimidated. And I think I would be intimidated. Looking at the 2 men in the ring side by side, I was shocked at how much bigger, wider Joshua was. I mean, his demeanor. There was a point when Eric Molina wanted to touch gloves and Joshua wanted no parts. And then factor in that he came out to hate me now by Nas. I mean, every time they put this guy on TV, we like him more and more. This is the problem with boxing. You know, it needs to be an international sport on television. Credit to Showtime for showing this, but obviously they have a deal with them, and that is the only reason. Had HBO had a deal, they would have showed him. So whoever has a deal with this kid is going to show him, and it's deserved. Look, at the end of the day, this is 18th fight, and look at what he did to a guy that was in there with Deontay Wilder and went 9 rounds. Versus Joshua, Eric Molina didn't even look like he was a fighter, and I'm sorry. I hope he takes no offense to this. You know, he's a friend of the show. We've had him on the show, but he didn't even look like a fighter. He looked like a deer in headlights. He didn't know what he wanted to do, and that guard, it was insane. AJ looking huge, and you know, normally we always talk about how big he looked. He wasn't as lean as he normally was, and I think I like him better this way. I felt like he was more fluid. He was able to flow more, probably because he wasn't as tight. You know, to be lean, you got to be dry. You know what I mean? And I think that he looked a lot better after about a minute and a half into the first round. He was already busting a sweat. Listen, I'm going to get out to some phone lines because there's no need for me to talk. I mean, this is an immediate reaction show. We're going to do this real quick. We got a bunch of live fights going on out there. I just wanted to obviously get your thoughts and a couple international callers' thoughts on Joshua's performance. He looked spectacular. And then the cherry on top is the fight between he and Wladimir Klitschko is official. Wladimir Klitschko shows up, you know, does his whatever. I guess he was trying to rile the fans up by saying, hey, guys, Do you want to see big fight? Yo, Wladimir Klitschko, please give the mic back to someone else. Oh, anyway, but at least they're gonna fight. You know, you can't be mad at that. Then when you transferred over to the Showtime broadcast, for all my UK listeners or, you know, international listeners, you didn't get to hear that. When you transfer back to the Showtime broadcast, you know, Wilder is pissed off that everyone is saying that this guy, Anthony Joshua, is the best in the division. So, you know, he's hoping, according to him, he's hoping and praying that Joshua is able to somehow beat Wladimir Klitschko so that they can unify it, because he says he's going to do everything in his, you know, power to do that, get a unification. Hopefully he can. I don't know, but Anthony Joshua with a win over Wladimir Klitschko is easily going to be in the A side of any negotiations for that fight. So we're going to open up these phone lines here. Let's get out to my good friend, Coach Mitty. Talk to me, brother. What did you think? I want your immediate reaction. Third round stoppage. Did Molina come in here for this check, or did he get check hooked by that left hook that you know, Joshua was throwing around?
Yo, what's up? Yeah, no, I don't think he came for the check. He felt the power very early on, and it went into his shell, right? So it was definitely intimidated by the size. Joshua didn't give him anywhere to go to, and that's why he went into that weird defensive guard, right? I would say I was disappointed, but when you're in a ring with that guy and you feel the power, then there's really nothing really you can do. And that knockout was devastating. I don't even know why the referee bothered counting him and giving him a chance to come back to his feet. That would have been dangerous from then on, right? So I would have liked to see that stopped as soon as he hit the deck. But yeah, man, Joshua's got the power, and you guys should be excited and worried for any other fighters coming in there. I think he's going to beat Klitschko, to be honest. But hey, that's my reaction. Great knockout, and I hope you liked it.
Coach Mitty, when he hit him with that right hand and Molina went into the corner, did it not give you flashbacks of Amir Khan in the British Prescott knockout? I was yelling into my TV, no, get up, don't go out like that, because I'm like, fuck.
No.
His head was laying on the corner belt like it was a pillow.
For me, I was like, don't get up, man, because it's going to be savage what's going to come after that. It was bad. A fighter is proud and is going to try to get up, but the referee should really have stopped it there and then, because getting a big right hand like that, his head's, you could see his neck nearly just like snapped out, you know. that was bad. That was bad, you know. That's what happens when you're in there with a big puncher, man.
Totally agree, man. This is going to be exciting to watch this build up. What do you think about the fact that the fight with he and Wladimir Klitschko is official?
Yeah, that was surprising, but you know, to be fair, it's a good PR move. Have Klitschko there. I don't know why they're giving the mic and, you know, giving the opportunity to try to hype the fight, because it was a bit cringy the way he did it. I don't think the crowd reacted well to that. But it's good. It's good to announce the fight early on, give it proper time to get built up. Wembley Arena is a massive arena. They're going to be able to sell that out very quickly. So it's nice. You know, we have like a good 4 months of build up to look forward to. So yeah, and now, listen, in my opinion,
I don't want you to go anywhere, because I kind of need you for this one. Really quick, all my international callers, I see a bunch of people listening and watching on YouTube. Hit that thumbs up button while you're there. And if you want to call in internationally, add Nestor Gibbs on Skype. And obviously for my U.S. people, the number is 1425-569-5241. Just press 1. Mitty, what I wanted to ask you, obviously, AJ, when Wladimir got in the ring and he mentioned that it was going to be in that arena, right? We both know I pronounce it horribly.
Wembley.
Exactly. But then AJ said, what happened to the O2? Why do you think he say that? Is the O2 closer to his home?
No. I mean,
because obviously I know nothing. I'm from over here.
It is from London, but both those areas are in London. Like, so both the arena are in the same city. Wembley is much bigger. The O2 arena has only got like 20,000 capacity, and that fight is going to be much bigger than that. So I don't know why he said that, but actually Wembley is probably closer to his house because he's from North London. But you know, I don't think the location is a problem. The capacity in Wembley is 80,000, so it makes sense to have it there. You know.
Well, all right, Mitty, let me get out to some other callers, brother. I'm going to go back out to our Skype magic machine over here to get to our international calls. Remember, add Nestor Gibbs on Skype, and you can call in internationally too. KVT, talk to me, brother. What was your immediate reaction to Anthony Joshua stopping Eric Molina in 3?
Hey, Ness, how you doing, man? Fuck. That was brutal. That was a brutal knockout. I don't like to criticize fighters, but Eric Molina, man, he just didn't look committed in this fight. Even when he was throwing his jabs, he was like he was looking away. He wasn't even sort of looking where his punches where he was throwing his punches, and I was just like, shit, is he that, you know, was he beaten, like they were saying, was he beaten before he even went into the ring, you know, was he that intimidated by Joshua? But Joshua's interview at the end, I like his humbleness, you know, when they asked him about does he think that fighters are intimidated by him, you know, he just keeps it cool, and it's just, I don't know, I think this guy is legit. I think he'll beat Klitschko. I like that at the end. That was awesome. I was clapping on my couch. But yeah, no, good performance by Joshua. And that's pretty much my call on this.
Now, that first knockdown, did it give you the same flashbacks it gave me of the Amir Khan British Prescott knockout, the way he was leaning on that turnbuckle?
Oh, man. Like, I knew he'd get up that way. I was like, oh, man, he's going to get up. He doesn't want to go out like that.
Yeah, man, I was rooting for him to get up too, man, because pictures of that are going to be – there's going to be memes tomorrow about that. You know, like little NyQuil commercials and stuff like that. Listen, KVT, stick around for me. I got a couple other callers, but I might come back to you. Let me get out to CJ West. Talk to us.
Yeah, Nestor, how you going, man?
How you doing, brother? Where you calling in from?
Australia.
All right, brother.
Yeah, mate.
What did you think of
listen,
Anthony
it's my
Joshua's
first time
knockout?
calling in.
First time calling in? No way. You know the tradition then, right? How long you been listening?
About 3 months.
3 months. All right. That's long enough to know the tradition. But if you don't, I'm going to play this first time caller intro. And then what you're going to do is you're going to come out here. You're going to introduce yourself. Not like you're Eric Molina, but at least like you're Anthony Joshua, and you just got this KO. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, making his professional debut,
CJ West from Australia, motherfuckers.
CJ West, what's going on, brother?
Yeah, not much, mate. Listen, Joshua's all class here tonight. Too good. And what he meant by the saying the O2 Arena was it's just a progression. He's progressed to Wembley now, so it's big time for Joshua. Look, the one last night was good. You picked Ruiz. He fought really hard. Parker had to earn that. I wouldn't mind seeing Joshua and Parker, but I think Parker's got him. I think Joshua's got him. Not Parker.
Yeah, man. I mean, if I had to assess both heavyweights and their performances today, which they both did fight today, I would definitely take Anthony Joshua over the performance of Ruiz.
Ruiz, much better fighter than Molina. Geez, he really tested Parker like in his face, a full, complete professional. I was impressed with Ruiz.
No, so was I. Remember, I said that Ruiz would be a threat, man, those combination punches. The problem with Ruiz was that he didn't really do what he needed to do at the time that he needed to do, right? He kind of kept his hands in his pocket. But listen, CJ, I would love to talk about that. Wait a minute.
I had that as a draw. I scored it, had it as a draw, but I thought Parker got it for the home crowd. Ness, I'm a Patreon as well, bro. I just thought I'd chuck that out. It's only $1, but I help you out. Good show, brother. Good show.
CJ, you know we love you around here, brother. Listen, we're going to definitely give you what you want, which is some Joseph Parker, Andy Ruiz review post-fight talk, and that's going to be on the Sunday show. Right now, this is our immediate reaction for the Joshua fight. So if you got anything else about that, let me know. If not, let me jump out to these phone lines.
Yeah, no, just a quick one. Hayes got no chance against Joshua. He's kidding himself. Joshua's too big, too strong. But I really hope we get the old classic Klitschko and really test this kid out because I'm sick of the red carpet and these easy fights. I want to see him be tested. But what an athlete Joshua is. He'll be a handful for anybody.
Oh yeah, you know what?
You know,
What Klitschko I want to see.
you
I
later,
want to
Jeff.
see. All right, brother. Thank you. I want to see that version of Klitschko that fought Kubrat Pulev. Now that was a nice version of Wladimir Klitschko. I would like to see. Let me jump out to these phone lines. We're going to 678. You're live on TBB. Who's this? Where you calling from?
Yo, it's the Milkman, baby. What's poppin'?
Milkman, what's going on? You know I ain't got no producer right now, or else you would have got that sexy intro. But talk to us, brother. What did you think of Anthony Joshua and that knockout of Eric Molina?
Man, when he hit Molina with that right hand, it looked like Molina got shot with a 12-gauge shotgun, man. He looked like he was dead on the ropes. Exactly, man. But you know what? Credit to Molina for at least getting up. I got to give him credit for that, man, because that was a hellacious shot that he took. So, I'm stoked about the fight with him and Klitschko. But my question is, who do you like, Wilder or Joshua? And I'll leave you with that question. I'm out.
Listen, man, they don't call me the bias king for nothing.
Bomb Squad!
I'm rolling with Deontay. You know, yeah, listen, Joshua's looking good, but hopefully that fight happens one day. Hopefully Wilder can remain undefeated and Joshua himself. But tonight is about Joshua. He's looking, you know, definitely looking good. 609, you're live on TBV. Who's this?
Yo, it's Fish, man. But my reaction was wow, like wow, this guy's doing it. And then also my other reaction was like, how come Wladimir looks so much smaller than that man? Like this guy, like you sure he not on nothing? I know you said the other day you don't think he not on nothing, but dang, you really think he not on anything, dog?
Well, one thing's for certain. If he ever fights Deontay Wilder, he'll have to do VADA. But up until now, he hasn't never tested positive for anything. So I like the way he looks, man. I know plenty of other people that look the way that he does. I don't think because you're muscular, you're automatically doing steroids.
I'm not saying that he's doing steroids, but I guess I'm saying that maybe Wladimir is probably on something because he looks too small now. You know, he's been out the ring, but damn, do you shrink like that when you get out the ring?
Oh, you're talking about Wladimir. Well, let's hope that Joshua makes them do some sort of testing, man. Listen, the problem is these guys are on the other side of the world, and we don't have anyone asking these type of questions, man.
Yeah. But yeah, my reaction was damn, drummer boy. But I did say it the other day. I mean, you know, one hit a quitter. Maybe, you know, it took two, but damn.
Look, they're saying in the chat, Scott Turner in the chat is saying that I believe he's saying AJ gets random drug tested. Hey, Scott, can you be clear on AJ or is that Wladimir?
And then also, it seemed like Drummer Boy, he kind of wanted to pull out his inner Walters, because he didn't seem like he wanted to be in there from the first ring, from the first bell. So yeah, man, it's sick though, man. Joshua's he's proven to be the one, and you know, once he gets past, because just by looking at him in the ring, I think he's gonna get past Wladimir. I mean, he just looked too big, you know, and then that was his problem with Fury. Fury was just too big, so I don't know, man. He's young, strong, and huge. You know, he's just, you know, Bomb Squad, though. I am rolling with Bomb Squad until somebody drops him, so that's my call.
All right, Fish, thanks for calling in. I'm getting actually a lot of comments from people saying that AJ gets tested. You know, like I said, I think that, look, they even saying that Eddie says AJ gets tested 5 times. Oh, that he got tested 5 times for this fight. Listen, like I said when I first came out in the beginning of the show, you know, I think the dude's clean. I think that he actually looks better than ever because he's not as ripped as he normally is. And I think that made him a little looser. And that's why we've seen him throw so many combination punches. That left hook was on the money. Listen, if you're watching this on YouTube, hit that thumbs up button. Show that you love the content. This is the way that the show will grow and other people will get to see it. And remember, international callers, if you want to give us your take, your immediate reaction on Anthony Joshua versus Eric Molina, add Nestor Gibbs on Skype. You have to add us, and then we can add you to the call. Remember to hit that thumbs up button and to share this on your social media. Let me get to 214. I believe this is Texas. Talk to me.
Hey, this is Class and Bound. How you guys doing?
Class
Sweet.
and Bound, what's
So,
going on, brother?
Hey, so quickly, let's talk about this fight. One thing I'm going to say, I'm really disappointed in Molina's performance. Like a caller said, it was because he felt Joshua's power. From the very beginning, he started backing up. Like, he didn't even want to engage. When Joshua was just tapping him with jabs, he would just continue to back up. Like, he had no intention of ever really engaging or opening up with Joshua. And I think that's what really set it up. What really set up Joshua just saying, you know what, let's just do it. Because, like, I don't think, Molina's going to throw back. And that was the case. I don't know what he was doing with his hand. He had his right hand. He had his right hand up trying to stop, like, the other hand from coming in. But, I mean, he leaves it wide open. He was, like, ducking in an awkward angle where he was off balance. And then, I mean, he got tagged. So impressive by Joshua again. This is, like, the kind of stuff, like, I love about, like, someone who really understands their boxing. Joshua is, to this point, doing exactly what we all want him to do. He's not looking bad. He's looking good against the opponents he's needing to. And now he's got a fight on my birthday, by the way, April 29th. Against Wladimir Klitschko. That's going to be perfect. Like, I think this fight will really either be a passing of the guard or it will be a Mayweather-Canelo fight where, the passing the guard won't really happen. So, it'll be a good one. Also, last thing about that, he beat him in 3 rounds. Wilder beat him in 9. Don't look too much into that. Mayweather, it took him over 10 rounds to get rid of Ricky Hatton. Pacquiao, it took him 2. We all saw what happened when they both fought. So that's my call.
All right, Skype and Bound. Skype and Bound. I'm over here typing Skype to compa. Class and Bound. All right, good call, brother. I'm trying to get compa. If you're listening, hit us up on the Skype, brother. The phone lines are closed, man. That's what you got to do when you get that notification. This is why it's important to subscribe if you want to get in on these immediate reaction shows. These are only 15-minute increments that we're allowing for live callers, but all my Patreon and all my bat phone listeners can call us on Skype, obviously, right? Let me move on. We got a couple other callers we got to get to. 832, you're live on TBV. Who's this? Where you calling from?
What's good, Ness, baby? This is NO.
NO, what's going on, brother? What did you think of Anthony Joshua's performance tonight?
Come on, bro. I need to be a psychic, man. You know what I said last show about this, bro. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even know why we were wasting our time with it, bro, but we got it, so here it is. You know what I'm saying? 3 rounds, he was out of there. He did exactly what I thought he was going to do. Matter of fact, he did a little bit better, to be honest, Ness. He made it to the 3rd round. So I pretty much knew he was gonna get his ass whipped. But say, Ness, look, man, look, come back to me. They got the ambulance. I gotta get out the way and shit. Come back to me.
All right, and we're gonna go out to Skype. Sam, talk to us, brother. Sam on Skype.
Yes, there. Sorry, I'm half falling asleep. It's late late in the UK right now, so I'm drifting off listening to the show. But yeah, Molina, another American, paid too much to come over here and fall down too quickly, obviously. It's difficult for Joshua, I've met him in person. I met him in 2012, and he was huge back then, and he wasn't even ripped. And I thought, when he goes to the professional ranks, when he gets bigger, he is going to intimidate people. And I think people are getting this check and they're thinking, I don't really need to take this punishment. And they're just going in there timid, looking like they don't want to fight, looking like it's what is it for these people? You're professional. Is it just the money for them now? They're old. Molina's old man, got his family there. He's just thinking, yeah, get a meal or whatever he's getting paid for this, and just take a seat. That's how it's looking. And people are getting a little frustrated. You know, we're paying pay-per-view money out here. Obviously, it's not as much as guys in the US are paying, but you know, people are getting a little bit pissed off with that. But now the Wladimir Klitschko fight's been announced. It's good. People are looking forward to it. But again, people on my Twitter feed are a bit upset about all the handshaking and fist bumping that's going on in the ring at the end of the fight when the fight's been announced. All right, you don't have to see tables being thrown at people, but you need to have a little fire. That it all seems a little bit too nicey at the minute, but we'll see how the build-up is. But as for the fight tonight, Molina's joke. She's just what is that? What is that?
Yeah,
so
man, it was a poor
happens.
performance. I mean, I've seen better of Molina. His whole body language spoke.
I've seen better of Molina myself. I've seen it myself with Molina, but again, I think it's the check. It must be the check. They're signing that big money because he's not going to have been paid like that before.
Yeah, but it doesn't. I mean, how do you even get a return? Listen, how do you even get a return fight now? Like, there's plenty of heavyweights that Eddie Hearn could have used them for. He could have used them for a return Derek Chisora, a return Dylan White, a possible Luis Ortiz. I mean, fuck,
and
man.
That's probably what he's hoping for. But then
not with that performance. Not with that performance.
Exactly. I think Molina's gone in there and looked at him and felt his power. You know, felt a jab, hugged him, felt the strength, and he's just thinking, I don't know about that. Don't know about all that. He's not thinking about return money. He's just thinking about getting out of there safe. I think that's all he's thinking about. Might be thinking about his kids.
I just think that Anthony Joshua has that Mike Tyson effect where the opponent, when they get into the ring, they're already afraid. When they get into the ring, they're already afraid.
The Mike Tyson effect is a different effect. That's like seeing phantoms and ghosts and that. That's a different thing. But I think it's the same with Klitschko as well, to a certain extent. That size and physicality. I mean, you saw Andy Ruiz and Parker earlier on. They're not specimens. There's not many heavyweight specimens out there. There's really Klitschko and Joshua. That's really, really it at that size. There's only really two. So when you've been fighting heavyweights that look like you, a bit of flab, not really seeing six packs and biceps, and then you come up against a guy that's 6'7" or 6 whatever he is, 17 stone and ripped, shredded. You're gonna be like, yeah, I don't know about this one. This looks a little scary right now. So it's difficult for these guys. I can imagine it's difficult for these heavyweights coming up against a guy looking like that when they're not used to fighting people. They're not sparring people like that. They're not fighting people like that. So it must be intimidating for them.
It's definitely intimidating. Molina, the minute the bell rung in the first round, he put his back to the ropes, and then he found a corner and put his back to the corner. When he threw the right hands, he wasn't even throwing them. You know, he wasn't throwing them trying to hit. He was just trying to throw a punch.
It was leave me alone. Don't come too close.
Yeah, man.
It's like.
But what was interesting was the difference. I mean, the side. Joshua is a fucking huge dude.
He's huge. Like I said, I met him back in 2012, right? And he wasn't cut as he is now. And he's a big guy. He's a big. I mean, I'm small. I'm only 5'10", but I'm looking up to this guy and I'm thinking, God, oh Jesus, this guy's huge. So God knows how he looks now. He must look like I tweeted. He looks like an extra from 300. He's huge. He's a huge man. And when you consider the speed of his fists and his feet, it's too much. It's too much for a lot of these guys. So it'll be interesting with Klitschko.
Listen, man. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you go, brother. We got a bunch of other fights to get to, man. So I'm going to just say to you guys that it was a great fight. I want to thank everybody that tuned in. If you're watching this in the present, future, or past, remember to hit that thumbs up button and share the show. We'll be back with another immediate reaction to Terrence Crawford later on tonight. And if Jermell Charlo and Julian Williams is good, then that also will deserve an immediate reaction. Whatever the Quellar, you know how it is around here at TBV. So remember to subscribe so that you get that notification whenever we do go live. Remember, thumbs up is a way to say that you enjoy the content that you're receiving around here. We will be back, like I said, as long as that, excuse me, not as long as, because we're definitely going to do a Terrence Crawford one. I'm sure that'll be a good fight, unless it's a bad fight. Hit that thumbs up. We're out.